Good evening. Oh. Can you guys hear me? Good evening. Um, I do want to say that so I've had some issues with like clipping in so something weird happens. By the way, coming straight from the Strait of Hormuz. Got to stay inside because there's bombs dropping everywhere. You guys know how it is. People dropping left and right and center. Um, I really shouldn't joke about this stuff, should I? Shouldn't joke about war. I'd have to be a psychopath to do that. I'd have to be a guy who has nothing left to live for to do that, right? I'd have to be a guy who doesn't feel anything anymore. The world has numbed me out to such a point that nothing even matters to me anymore. I'd have to be that, right? So let me not do that. I do have to say I noticed that my streams are fine audio wise when they upload to YouTube, just the stream itself. But when I take my stream to um when I take my stream to YouTube or sorry, to Final I edit it in Final Cut. I transfer it from one laptop to well, my laptop to my iMac. So I edit it in Final Cut, and when it's in Final Cut, it for some reason there's something with the Final Cut that there is some popping, there's some crackling in the video clips that I make, which I do notice, and I've tried to figure this out for like the last 3 days or like the last 4 days. Me and ChatGPT have been trying to figure it out. Um, he's honestly been doing a lot more harm than good. I think I have done a lot of the legwork here to figure out what was the problem, but I just want to let you guys know that the problem is solved. The problem is solved. I think we're gonna see after this one because this is the first one that I'm making where it should be solved. I'm not gonna get into all the particulars, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing too technical, but I just wasn't leaving enough headroom. Um, but the thing is, there is enough headroom on all the recordings aside from when you put it in Final Cut. Once you put it in Final Cut, something about Final Cut, bro, super sensitive, bro. Anything in Final Cut, like Final Cut, it senses, it notices, it picks up every little thing. So that's why it sounded good in like every format other than just when I put it in Final Cut. But um so we should be good. We should be good now. Hopefully my video clips from here on out will not have those popping, crackling noises because that shit was annoying. And don't think that I didn't hear it. Don't think that I wasn't trying to do things. Don't think that I wasn't literally going toe to toe with ChatGPT. We were sparring, bro. We were sparring. I was waking up. I was having some cereal, and I still got bed hair going, and I'm in front of these fucking computers with ChatGPT, and we're just sparring, bro. We're going toe to toe, trading blows, just trading blows. I'm taking pictures, I'm taking screenshots, I'm yelling at him. I'm saying, bro, I'm literally like, do I have to hold your hand? Do I have to hold your hand? I'm pointing out mistakes that he's making. He's not even like, you're not even paying attention, bro. What kind of AI are you? You know what I pay for you? I pay like, what is it? 25 bucks a month for you? Come on, bro. 25 bucks a month and you can't even you got one job to do, bro. So so yeah. So we should be good from here on out. Um I just texted my potential date. We'll see if it happens. I'm actually hoping that it doesn't happen. I'm genuinely hoping that this date does not happen. Because I'm just really not into it, bro. I don't really like dates. I just really don't, you know. I'm just really dreading every single part of it. I hope and pray to God. Maybe you guys can pray for me. Put some prayers in the chat. Do some prayers before you go to bed tonight that she will just flake. Like, pray that she flakes, bro. Pray that she just, I don't know, her ex-boyfriend hits her up again, and she still has feelings for him, and she's back in the sack with him. Okay? Pray that some Washington Wizards basketball player like pulls up on her when she's smoking a cigarette outside an Irish pub. Okay? And that's that. And that's that. You know? Um Pray, just pray, man. We need prayers. We need prayers sent up for your boy, that I do not have to be subjected to this, because I'm really not looking forward to it. I'm really not looking forward to it. I texted her though because I figured it's probably times. It's been 3 days. The last time I spoke to her was Saturday. So I reluctantly texted her. I am picking up her stuff, her order on Saturday. So this upcoming Saturday. So last time we spoke was last Saturday, which was also which was the first time that it was the first time that we ever saw each other. Very romantic. So that was last Saturday. Now this upcoming Saturday is when I pick up her order. So she'll have it ready. I might see her. I texted her and I said, high chance I'll be picking up your stuff on Saturday. And then I said, coffee Sunday at 1 work. So we're going to have to do it Sunday because Saturday I work. Sunday I do not. Sunday I have the day off. I don't really want to dedicate a Sunday to, I don't really want to dedicate a day off to, just going and having coffee with a radical feminist. But, dude, her body count. Let's not talk about her body count, bro. It's got to be high. It's got to be high. She's just one of those. She's just one of those. So, coffee at Sunday. Is that what I said? At Sunday? Coffee at Sunday word? Coffee on Sunday. Did I say at? Oh my god. Do I look like a retard? Did I say at? No, I said coffee Sunday at 1 work. I didn't say coffee at Sunday. Jesus Christ. Hopefully she never texts back. Hopefully she blocks me. Hopefully she reports me. Hopefully she files a police report. Just file a police report, please. Can you just file a police report, please? Why can't they just file police reports, man? Just make it easy on us. Marshall, you just became beta male. What happened to you? Why am I beta? Tell me why I'm beta. Because I'm dealing with women? Let me guess. Because I'm dealing with the women? I subscribed to this channel because of the dementia retention content, but you cucking out. Hey, man. When there is a... Look, I like semen retention as much as any man, okay? And I was very religious about it for a long time, right? But when there is a 70 body count, petite mutt who's an 8 to 9 on the scale, and she's possibly has some fake tits, and she agrees to go to coffee with you. I mean, you kind of just have to throw everything that you ever said about semen retention out the window. You know what I mean? You kind of just have to throw it all out the window. So you have to be prepared to give up your beliefs, in an instant for things like radical feminists ran through puss, because that's what we're about here. So so we'll see what she says. Hopefully she never texts back. Hopefully she never texts back. That'd be ideal. That would be ideal. Does the date go to a gym by the looks of it? I mean, I could see it. I could see that she goes to the gym. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked either way. If she was like, "Nah, I never work out," I wouldn't be shocked. If she was like, "Yeah, I work out all the time," cool, whatever. I mean, she looks like she keeps, her body's in good shape. So yeah, um, so yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it, guys. Not ideal. I also have to get an oil change soon. I was going to do that today, but I got sucked into making this YV edit video, and then I was doing some other stuff, editing, and the time flies. The time flies, and then I had so I also have to build a chair because this chair is like leaning further and further back, and I'm pretty sure one of these days I just won't come back. I'll lean too far back, and that'll be it. And I'll lean into another uh dimension and just go quantum, and that'll basically be it for me. And so before I do that, I should probably replace the chair. I bought another chair. I'm gonna try to build it. I'm gonna build this chair. So. Marshall, are you a veteran? Yeah, I am a veteran. Marshall, where do you stand on the Jews? Where do I stand on the Jews? I don't know. I don't know. Everybody kind of seems to hate them, so should I hate them too? Just to jump on the bandwagon, just to fit in. Kind of in vogue, huh? It's kind of in vogue to hate the Jews right now. Uh, so yeah, Jews, huh? I don't really think a lot about them, to be honest. I don't really. I just don't. I just don't really think about them. I don't really care. Um, I understand that they think that they're a race, even though Judaism is a religion, which is kind of weird. Who made you a race? Judaism is just a religion, so what are we doing here? I know that there's this theory about, a certain sect of them wanna, I don't know. They want to bring back like the Messiah or something, or Jesus is going to come down and save them in the great final war, and all the nations are going to be attacking them, and they got to bring about this Armageddon so that Jesus can come down and save them, and they'll be the chosen, all this stuff. I mean, cool, bro. Cool. Sounds good. Sounds good, baby. Sounds good. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know? When is the YV Edit collab coming? Dude, don't even. That cannot, that cannot happen. That cannot happen. I cannot talk to YV Edit, bro. I don't, like I said before, I don't really think that you're meant to speak with a woman like YV Edit. YV Edit is one of those people that you'll only ever see on YouTube, right? They are an internet being, right? You don't actually, they're not meant to be interacted with, actually, like really, you know. Um, so that's never going to happen. it would be it would be extraordinarily it would just be so frustrating for me, you know. I feel like my soul would just die My soul would probably just die, you know? It would probably just die of sadness. Probably just die of sadness, of just like complete heartbreak that there is a being like this, you know? There's a being like this out in the world. Um so yeah. So yeah. Um I don't want to look at. Been thinking about what I want to do with these live streams. I don't really want to look at, because every live streamer, they all like pull up the internet, right? We're all looking at the internet all the time, right? I feel like maybe what this live stream could be is like a time of peace where we take away from the internet. Obviously, we're still on the internet, obviously, but um, maybe it can feel like we're not. Maybe it can feel like we're not. You know, I'm gonna try to be different. Um, because that's often what I try to do. I don't want to be like everybody else. You know, plus it's just like, you know, I'm just not really interested in watching clips online and like reacting to clips online. I just kind of want to talk with the chat, see what you guys are doing. So, Frost 6553 did not have the date yet, my man. Did not have the date yet. It's coming. Coming. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. Did you live in a time without phones and going out in real life with your friends on a bike, on bike rides and playing games and or watching movies? What do you think about those times? Will they ever be back? Yes. Yes, I did live in those times. Yes, I did live in those times. I mean, I feel like even kids nowadays today, I mean, they live in those times. Kids nowadays, they don't get a phone until they're what? 10, 11, 9? I don't know. I mean, they have some time. They have some time of before they're digested into the digital stomach um, that we're all in, that we're all being digested into. But yeah, I had some time where I was a kid once. I was a kid once. I rode bikes and I played on the swing set and on the monkey bars and you know, just simpler times, baby, just simpler times. Um, yeah, it's crazy how I could keep myself. It's crazy how I just wasn't depressed back then, or I wasn't losing my mind back then. It's crazy how I just felt like completely fine back then, and really, I had so much less stimulation. Just goes to show, you know, you don't really need a lot. But, uh, yeah, in the fourth grade, I had I don't know why this reminds me of this, but in the fourth grade, I had a friend, and he was basically, I guess you could consider him, I don't want to call him a retard. I don't want to call him a retard because he was actually my friend. He's actually a just the kindest soul ever. He was a very kind person. And but he was just not the same as everybody else. He was clearly different. He had terrible handwriting. It's almost like he couldn't even write. And we were in the fourth grade, so we were about 9, 10 years old. And so he couldn't even write. Everybody else could write easy. He, you know, he was just very, he was just different. He was very, he was happy a lot. He was really happy a lot. He was happier than most people, more energetic than most people, had a lot of energy, very eager. not smart, right? Not smart in the, well, in the book sense or the street sense, really. Um, he was just kind of, he was just kind of, he's just kind of different, and everybody in the grade they didn't really, they didn't really befriend him. They didn't really. It's not like they didn't like it. It's not like they disliked him, but it's one of those things where, it always happens in school where you just don't want to be associated with the person. You don't want to be associated with the person, right? Because you have people that are your friends and people who think things of you. You don't really want to be associated with them. But I was his friend. I associated with him. I was I was like he was like my best friend during 4th grade, and we would hang out all the time, and we would walk home from school together, and cuz he needed a friend, you know what I mean? This is a thing that I've done in my life. I don't mean to toot my own horn here, okay? But these are just facts. They're facts, okay? What, should I not tell you facts? They're facts. I've had 3 friends like this where they were the people that, you know, kind of nobody, the whole class didn't really associate with, and they were kind of the odd ones out. They were just the pariahs, right? They weren't right. They weren't right. And I befriended them. Just because, it just has to be done. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. You can't. Yeah, it's empathy. It's empathy. It's that damn empathy, bro. It's that damn empathy. Fuck it. Fuck it. Um. So yeah, I used to. I guess your question just kind of jogged my memory about that time of. I think it was just 1 year. It was just 1 year that I knew him, and unfortunately, he is in a wheelchair now. I think he had like scoliosis of the spine, and it couldn't really, they did surgery, but it couldn't really be like fixed or anything. And yeah, so he's in a wheelchair, but he's got a wife though. So he's got a wife. She has no legs. She has no legs. And that is not something to smile about or laugh about. That is not funny at all. Okay. She is also in a wheelchair. Um, I mean, I don't know if people with no legs really get around without wheelchairs. Um, but Brave New Radical, thank you for the $2. You befriended the underdogs too. You do have a heart. Thank you, man. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, all right? This is all just between us. Um, if anybody asks, I am a Nazi, okay? I am a misogynist. I am a psychopath. I am a sociopath. I am literal scum, okay? That is what you tell them. Um, but yeah, he has a wife. He has a wife. They were super Christian. He was always very Christian growing up. Um, very Christian. He always listened to Christian music. He'd always be singing like the Christian rock. He sang a lot. Had a terrible voice. Could not sing at all, but he just had such a heart, man. He just had such a heart of gold. He wouldn't hurt anybody. He was the kindest person ever. And and yeah, I didn't really keep in touch with him over the years, and we kind of just grew. I had to move away, because we were a military family, so I ended up moving away, and he stayed. He stayed, and this was Colorado. Stayed in Colorado, Colorado Springs. And yeah, he has a wife though. He has a wife. I don't think they have kids. I don't think maybe that's possible for them. But I don't know. That'd be wild. A chick with no legs giving birth, huh? That would be wild. That would be wild. She can wheel away though. Um, so yeah, so yeah, I don't really talk to him anymore, but I wish him well, man. I wish him well during the end of the worlds. You know, here at the Strait of Hormuz, missiles are flying, bombs are dropping, drones are flying, and yeah, I hope it goes well for him. End of the world thing, but yeah, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. It's always the people who are super disadvantaged that are just at the bottom and have been treated like just kind of, you know, just kind of nothing. It's always the people. It's always those people that have like the kindest hearts and are like really good people. And look, he has a wife, and I'm sure like that's genuine love between them, and he deserves it. He deserves way more than that, you know. And look at me. I'm 33, alone, living in the basement, hoping that a radical feminist 25-year-old with 100 body count flakes on me, flakes on the date. So it's just the way that life goes. The way that life goes, right? Do you still keep in touch with anyone in high school or college? Uh, no, no, no. I do not keep in touch with anybody from high school or college. I do not. I keep in touch with a couple guys from the Navy. But that's it. That is it. There was also this kid in, I think it was kindergarten or first grade, and he was basically a mute. He didn't say anything because he was like extremely shy. I don't know. He might have had autism. They didn't really know what that was back then. Maybe they did, but I certainly didn't. I think it was first grade. And yeah, he didn't talk to anybody. He wouldn't even talk to the teachers. He didn't talk to any of the kids. He wouldn't talk to the teachers. Nobody except for me. He talked to me. That nigga talked to me, bruh. He would talk to me, and yeah, that was strange. That was strange. I was like his only friend, and yeah, he wouldn't talk to nobody. I remember presentation. There was this presentation that I had to give in first grade, and it was on the presidents, and we each got assigned a president, and we had to just basically we had to make a doll out of whatever you wanted to look like this president. So you had to just make it with like arts and crafts and stuff like that. And then you had to go up to the front of the class, public speaking in first grade, and you had to present and you had to talk about, give this biography or this report about this president. And I forget who I had. I think, I don't know, it could have been Thomas Jefferson, it could have been Andrew Jackson, it could have been George Washington, I'm not sure. John Adams, who knows. But whoever it was, I went up to the front of the class. I remember when he went up to the front of the class and he just didn't say anything. He just couldn't. He didn't speak, bro. He could not do it. He just didn't say anything. I think he tried to like say a sentence and the words were so low that nobody could hear what he was saying. He was just like whispering. He was and the teacher was like, "You got to speak up," and he just wouldn't do it. Just wouldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And then he basically he got to sit down. He got to sit down because you know everybody knew like he's just a mute. He just got that. Honestly, if you just want to get out of like reports, if you want to get like treated with special care in your classes, if you're in high school or college or elementary school or middle school, just from the first day, just be mute. Okay, just be mute, and you'll actually get away with a lot. You can get out of a lot of shit if you just pretend that you're mute. Just be like, yeah, I just Just don't say anything. Just never say anything. People won't. People will bend over backwards just to do things for you. But anyway, I went up and I gave my report, and I think I got through. I must have got through a minute or two, and then I just started absolutely uh crying. I just started crying. I was just crying, bro. It was the nerves, man. It was the public speaking. It got to me. It got to me. I wasn't ready for it. I was what, maybe 6 at the time, 6 years old. Couldn't handle it, bro. I was in front of all these kids. And I think even it was parents too. So like it was a bring your parents to school day for these reports. It was like this huge thing. And my mom was in the audience as well. And so it was like all this pressure, man. It wasn't just getting in front of the class and just giving this report. It was in front of the class and also all these parents. As a 6 year old, bro. I just couldn't handle it, bro. I just absolutely devolved into tears. I just started crying uncontrollably. And then my my mom had to like kind of pull me off stage right, exit stage right. That's okay. That's okay. So like I mean, just imagine this class, bro. You get one kid that goes up there, doesn't say jack shit. He just can barely talk. Imagine being a parent in this. Imagine being a parent in this. Some kid gets up, can't fucking speak. All right, well, thanks. And then another kid gets up right after him, starts speaking, just bursts into a ball of tears uncontrollably. All right, thank you. Next. It's like, what the fuck? Um, so the third one, I was in 5th grade, I believe, and this was actually a chick. This was actually a chick, and she was chubby and she was nerdy and she was quiet and shy and like nobody. All the other girls were like vicious to her, bro. They were vicious to her. They like made fun of her and like, cause she just didn't look like them, bro. She was like kind of overweight and just pale. Didn't, she wasn't that attractive. Of course, had to come in, be your friend. Had to come in, be your friend. Don't worry. Don't worry. Somebody's here. Oh, fuck. Ah. Sorry. So, I used to have a heart. I used to have a heart. I used to feel things. I used to feel things, when things mattered, when I had hope. But like they say, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I guess I've lived long enough, you know. I guess I've lived long. God, I look at the chat and there's just a whole conversation that's talking about nothing that I'm talking about. I love that. I love I love how I'm just kind of, you know what sometimes I think about how many like what am I actually doing here? Like what service am I providing for you guys? Cuz I feel like maybe I'm in one sense possibly it's like I'm putting on some sort of like social event, social gathering for other people that just kind of want to talk. Like I'm putting on some sort of, I don't know. And sometimes I feel like I'm putting on like a matchmaking type thing where like the point of these live streams is so people can get in the chat and kind of like strike up, get to know each other, male and female, and kind of get things going with each other. Sometimes I think that's what I'm doing here. What do you mean? Allah, what is reports? What do you mean? Report? What do you mean, what is a report? Are you kidding me? What? That's not even a question. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. What is a report? Ask that again, I dare you. What is a report? You have to know what a report is. I mean, you are from Estonia, so What do you not know? What have you never heard the word report? I have to know. I have to know. Yeah, it's like a huge group therapy session, bro. Bro, it's just dudes here. Yeah, I know. In school, I mean. A report in school? You don't know what a report in school is? Come on. A report in school is like a presentation. How do you even describe what a report is? It's a amalgamation of a bunch of research that you compiled and made your and gave your own interpretation of it, or something like that. I don't know. A report. It's not a report card. Yeah, like a book report, but it was on a president. You just had to give a report. A report. A report. You know, talking about something in depth, you know? Rapport. No, not rapport. Not rapport. That would be confusing for a foreigner. We're not talking about rapport. We are talking about reports, not rapport. I also didn't do well in school. I was never a good student, although I think the best grades I ever got was ironically in the fourth grade. In the fourth grade, I killed it, bro. In the fourth grade, I killed it, and my teacher was hot as shit. My teacher was hot as shit, even though I got hella embarrassed. I remember there was this. I remember we had gotten caught in me and a couple of other guys in the class. We'd gotten caught in the school restrooms, bathroom, and we were jumping on the urinals, like jumping from urinal to urinal, like acting like monkeys. And apparently, this was like a huge thing. Like, we got in trouble for this, bro. We got in trouble for just being boys, you know? Like, we were just being boys. Like, we were just acting like boys. We were jumping from urinal to urinal on top of each urinal and just hooting and hollering, just acting like monkeys because we thought it was funny, right? And we're just in the bathroom, just like, look, like, give me a break. Give me a break. This was the fourth grade. So what? We're nine? We're 9 years old. Give me a break, bro. We're just fucking around. We're just fooling around. We got caught by some, I think it was like some principal. Number one, what are you doing in the men's restroom? What are you doing in the boys' restroom? Get out of here. I don't think it was a dude. I don't think it was a dude that caught us. It was a female teacher or a female principal. Get out of the boys' restroom. What are you doing in here? That's what I should have said. That's what I should have said. We should have started flinging our fucking shit at her and just being like, what the hell are you doing in this restroom? This is the boys' restroom. This is for the boys. These are for the boys, the niggas. Get out of here. You know what I mean? But no. But no. It's like, it's crazy how your first interactions with like a hyper feminized society were from such a young age. I was 9, bro. I was 9. 9. Already getting pulled out of the boys' restroom, like pulling me out of there, like scolding me like I should be in handcuffs, right? Like I just killed someone, or like I'm some mob boss. Like they're pulling me out of the boys' restroom like I'm some mob boss that's like on television, being like filmed as he's getting into a cop car. He just got caught like for distribution of like hella drugs. Like he's like his empire is like falling apart. Like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Isaiah Paris sends $5. Marshall, I got straight A's. I was class president. I beat you in chess, and I still get A's. I'm the one super chatting you and homeless. Good point. Good point, Isaiah. Good point. Appreciate the 5. That's a great point, dude. It's a great point. Getting straight A's. Look, Isaiah said it completely right. You get straight A's, you're going to end up homeless, all right? So if you think you get straight A's and you think you're better than people, get the fuck out of here. And if you think you're good at chess, you're just going to end up homeless, bro. Not that there's anything wrong with being homeless. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you want to be homeless, be homeless. There's advantages to being homeless, obviously. Isaiah's bills are super low. He doesn't have to pay any bills. You know, I'm paying bills. All of us are paying bills. Isaiah's not paying no bills, you know, so you know, there's ups and there's downs. I don't know if he's bringing women back at night. I don't know if he's bringing a lot of women back at night, but neither am I. Neither am I. But you know. But anyway. So like they're bringing me out of the bathroom like I'm some mob boss. Like I'm freaking Charles Manson. You know? And I'm like 9 years old, and all I was doing was just hopping on urinals, just like cooing like a monkey. Like that's it. It's not. This isn't a big deal. This isn't that deep. And then they brought me back to my class. My teacher found out. You know, they reported to my teacher. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to call your parents. And dude, when they say they have to call your parents, like the world literally starts to end, bro. Like calling my parents, like what? I couldn't believe it. I started crying like immediately. I started crying immediately because I was just like, I can't. Like, don't call my parents. Don't call my parents. I was so scared, you know, of like this teacher. And now I'm embarrassed because I'm crying in front of this hot ass teacher who's, you know, I thought I had a chance with her. You know, I thought I had a chance with her. When you're 9 years, isn't that funny how like you're 9 years old and you think you have a chance with she must have been like a 25-year-old teacher, like a 23-year-old teacher. She was hot as shit. But it's crazy that I was 9 years old and I was like, damn, she's hot. And you know, I was trying to play as if I was like smooth. I was smooth. And you know, I was trying to keep the mystery. I was trying to keep the mystery for her because I knew if I just got straight A's and I kept the mystery, you know, and I played it cool, that maybe there might be a chance for me and her somewhere down the line. You know? Maybe she, you know, maybe. And it's just so funny how you think when you're a kid. And and then she says, "Well, I'm going to have to call your parents." And now I'm bawling in front of her. And I'm just like, "Oh my God, this is so humiliating." So humiliating. Like I'm bawling in front of my crush. I'm bawling in front of my crush who's a 25-year-old teacher. She's probably been ran through. She probably got OnlyFans. OnlyFans didn't exist back then, though. OnlyFans didn't exist back then, but the kids nowadays, though, in elementary school, the fourth graders nowadays, yeah. All their teachers, they're running OnlyFans, bro. Bet your ass. Bet your ass. They're crying in front of the teachers who do OnlyFans on the side. But so yeah, she said, "I'm gonna call your parents." They called all of our parents, and like I was just bawling in front of her. I was just so humiliated. I was like, "Well, there's no chance now. I don't have a shot with her now." It's crazy how early they put the guilt and the shame in you. I was just a dude. Like we were just boys. Like we were just boys hopping on urinals. Like that's nothing. That's nothing. And we were made to feel like criminals, bro. Criminals. Criminals. Straight criminals. It's crazy. Like damn. So yeah. I got in trouble a lot, man. I got in trouble a lot when I was a kid. I was just a problem. I was just a problem. So mm, is the world over yet? Not yet. Not yet, unfortunately. Soon, baby. Soon. Soon. Soon, baby. Soon. Um Yeah. Yeah. My childhood was kind of wild. Um, yeah, I got in trouble a lot. Got in trouble a lot. What are you gonna do? And it never ended. How dare you speak to a woman at the gym? How dare you speak to a woman at the coffee shop? I don't know what you mean. Brave New Radical, thank you for the $5, man. Says, did you have to write "I will not jump on urinals" 5,000 times as punishment? I did not. I did not have to do that, but I did have to do that in the Navy. I didn't have to write "I will not jump on urinals," but I did have to do. I was still getting in trouble in the Navy, bro. I was 28 years old when I was in the Navy. I wrote 2 essays in the Navy. They made me 3. They made my 3. I wrote 3 essays in the Navy. Punishment essays. 1,000 words. 1,000 words. Um, my essays were actually. Please drink water. Thank you, Isaiah. I will. You want me to drink right now? I will. Hey, man. You pay. I shall. I shall oblige. What was I saying? Yeah, I had to write essays in the Navy for things that I got in trouble for. Oh, this will be a funny story. Okay, so just goes to show. Just another example, man. Just another example. So this is, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks into. I had already been at Midway, so so quarantine was Fort McCoy. That was 14 days. Then we came back. I did P days for like 3 days, but then I got ring of fired for some dude who had COVID. So we went to Midway, which was where we had to quarantine for another 14 days. This big dystopian gymnasium with cubicles for as far as the eye can see, right? But after I got out of that, I went to my division that I would end up graduating with. In this division, I think I had been in for maybe a day or two. I mean, I had just gotten there. I had just gotten there. And we we had gotten called into the it was called the Fish Bowl. It's called the Fish Bowl, and that is the office. Every single compartment which houses a division, and a division is like anywhere from 50 to 80 kids, 80 dudes. The women and men are separate, right? So women have their own compartments, men have their own compartments. So there's an office in every single compartment, and it's called the Fish Bowl. And this is where the petty officer, your I guess they're called instructors. They're called RD. They're called RD something. Oh, it's escaping me. RD something. And they're basically your instructors, right? So we had 3. One of them was a chief, and then one of them was a petty officer 2nd class, and she was black. She was black, and she had like short hair. She was kind of bigger. Got a big old butt, big old hips, big old stomach, big old. She's just a big woman. She got short hair. She's black, right? And me and my buddy, who was also going out for rescue swimmer, we get called into the Fish Bowl because we had done something. I think we had done something wrong or something. I can't remember what we did wrong, but we did something wrong. And so we got called in, and we have it's during COVID, so all of us have to wear masks, and so RDCs. There we go. Yeah, RDCs. Thank you, Isaiah. RDCs. So we're wearing masks, and me and my buddy are standing at attention in this fishbowl in the office, and we're being like, reprimanded for something by this chick. I guess we can call her Shaniqua, LaQuisha, Letitia, Tashanka. Let's call her Letitia. Okay. So we're being lectured by Letitia. And she's because I don't know, she can see that I'm smirking or something, because I have a problem, bro. Like, obviously I don't take like anything seriously, and this would bite me in the ass even further down the line in RSS, which I also got blasted for smirking. And this was during the shark attack. The shark attack was when all your RSS instructors, they basically just swarmed you like your first day, and they just yell at you and just tell you how crap you are, and just, it's the first time you ever meet them, and it's like, it lasts like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. They call you down there in your peanut butters. They're called your peanut butters, and it's just a uniform, and you go down there, and then you just line up, and they just yell at you. They just scream at you and all this shit. I laughed then too. Like, I broke. I started laughing, and then they singled me out, and then they're just like, it just gets even worse. It just gets even worse. And I think that's where I fucked up, because from then on, like, they hated me. But so I had kind of like smirked in the fishbowl, and she was saying something, and my boy farted. Like, he let a fart go. Like, he let one rip. He let one rip while she's reprimanding us. And she says, she stops, and she's like, "Was that a fart?" And we don't say, neither of us say anything. She's like, "Who farted? Was that a fart? Who was that?" And my boy just like raises his hand. He doesn't even say anything. He just raises his hand. He's like, "Yeah, I think that's me." That's it. He just raises his hand. That's it. And I'm just like, bro, like, I can't handle this. Like, I can't handle that, because like, it is so, like, you're standing at attention. It's so like, you've never been in boot camp before. You're standing at attention, and your boy just rips. He just rips one. Right while we're being reprimanded. Like, this is some psycho shit, bro. This is some psycho shit. Who does this? Who does this? And I'm standing there. I was not the one who ripped, okay? I'm standing there, and because he raises his hand, like, he farts and I keep it together. I know that he just farted, but like, I keep it together. And then, but when he raises his hand, when she's like, "That was a fart, wasn't it? Like, who was that? Who was that? Who just farted?" And then he like raises his hand. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I just started laughing. Like, I just started laughing. Like, I wasn't like, ha ha ha, but I was like, bro. Now she proceeds to like lay into me, bro. She proceeds to lay into me. She says, "Take off your mask." She says, "Take off your mask." And so I take it off, and like, I'm just like smirking like this, and just like trying, like, my eyes are watering, like, I'm trying to keep it together. And she's like, "Look at me." She's like, "Look at me." And she's like right in my face. And I'm just like, I look at her, and I'm just like, I'm literally like, tears are like, my eyes are burning, bro. I'm like trying not to laugh. And she's like, "Laugh, I dare you." She's like, "Laugh, I dare you. I dare you, laugh." And like, I started laughing again, because like, it was just too much. Like, that scenario, like, if you can't laugh at this, if you're taking this seriously, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is just like, my boy just straight up farted in front of Letitia, bro. And like, just completely disrespectful, And she thinks it's all serious and shit. How are you not laughing? She's not even laughing. That's the crazy thing. I don't know how my RDCs are not laughing right now, because this shit is funny. but they're so serious. And I'm just like, how are you not laughing right now? And but like she's in my face. She's like, I dare you, laugh one more time. And I laugh again. And like she's like, oh no, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You want to get beat? You want this? You want that? Trust me. Trust me. It's just gonna get worse for you. It's just gonna get worse for you. Wipe that smirk off your face. Smirk again, I dare you, all this stuff. And like just goading me, just like tempting me. She's like in my face, bro. This nigga was the one who farted. What, how am I getting heat here? He is the one that farted in the fishbowl. How am I getting heat? How am I getting heat? I didn't do anything. All I did was laugh. How can you not laugh at that? You know what I mean? You have to be a psycho. You have to have no pulse to laugh, no sense of humor to not laugh at that. I'm sorry. But like, why are you tearing into me now? And she ends up prescribing me. I have to stand at parade rest, which is you put your hands behind your back and like you can look it up. You stand at parade rest. I had to stand at parade rest for like an hour straight, which is pretty grueling. I had to stand at parade rest for like an hour straight. And then I get assigned as punishment a 1,000-word essay on, I don't know. It's some stupid shit like discipline or responsibility or some bullshit, respect or something like that. My boy didn't get a essay prescribed. No essay for him. I got the essay. It's like, what? How is this even fair? He's the one that farted. I didn't fart. I mean, it's just, dude, the Navy's just a joke, bro. The Navy's just a joke. I just can't take it, man. She ended up not lasting long. Why is there women in those roles in the armed forces? I don't know, dude. I don't know. They're awful, bro. They're tyrants. They're tyrants, bro. The guy who farts never is in trouble. That's a universal constant. Navy is a humiliation ritual. Yeah, I mean, everything is, bro. I feel like everything is. Most military is a humiliation ritual for sure. She didn't last long though. She got taken because she had crazy anger issues, bro. Like she actually had crazy anger issues. Like she would scream at dudes. Like she would scare the living shit out of these dudes. Like she didn't scare me, you know, because like you don't know my mom, bro. Like you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, bro. Like ain't nobody even close, bro. Like you don't know where I've been. You don't know where I've been. But she didn't scare me at all. She didn't scare me at all. But like all these 18-year-olds like super impressionable. Keep in mind I was 28. My boy was 27 or something. We were we had already been through multiple jobs. We had seen the world. We had experienced the world. We had our head on our shoulders. We understood what was going on. There were so many dudes in the Navy that are just 18-year-olds coming right out of high school. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know the world. They're super impressionable. They're naive. They're gullible. They're idiots. They're retards. You know what I mean? So she was scaring the living shit out of them. And I even had I think she had come in one night and we were all asleep, right? And you get like what, maybe 5 hours of sleep. You get maybe 5 hours of sleep on a good night. And so we're all just like completely passed out. And she comes in and they do rounds. Certain RDCs would get picked to do overnight watch. And which is a thing. There has to be somebody standing watch at all times in the military. So there are always overnight watches. Okay. There are round the clock watches all the time. 24/7, 365, somebody is standing watch. Doesn't mean that they're awake, but if they should be awake, it's like illegal to fall asleep on watch, basically. Benny Burrito with the $5. Howdy Marshall, fellow Tool fan, but you should check out Adam Ship, Ultra Spank, 3 Teeth, and BM links. All right, appreciate it. I will check those out. If you like Tool, then they should be good. Hell yeah. Um, so she came in one night. She was the overnight watch on duty, and she had come in into the compartment, and she I don't know why she did this, but my boy, he was across from he was supposed to be sleeping in his rack, but for some reason somebody was snoring super loud, or it was the sounds from the bathroom. The bathroom were because people would go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and they'd flush the toilet and it would like wake them up. So he went over to the other side of the compartment where I was sleeping. So he was like basically just a couple racks down from me, and he was sleeping on just an empty rack. Like there was nobody in this rack, right? There was a few of these racks that were just empty, right? So he's sleeping in this rack when he should be sleeping in his own rack, and she like in the mid like when everything is completely silent and we're all asleep, she like bangs, like absolutely bangs the side of the rack with her foot, like is kicking it, and then she just screams at the top of her lungs, like she yells at him like, what the hell are you doing, blah 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 blah. It Dude, everybody woke up, bro. Everybody woke up, like, and this dude jumped out of his bed like a fucking cat, and he was like, he literally screamed at the top of his lungs, like he was terrified, bro. Like he was terrified. Like you ignited something, like she hit some sort of trauma in this dude, like from childhood. Like this dude looked like that was straight childhood trauma. Like just you hit something in him. He was terrified, bro. All of us just like, I'm like, I just wake up and like my boy's just like, and like she's just like banging shit, and like all of us in the compartment are just like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on, bro? It's just like, and then like as soon as it was over, like I was just like all of us just like knocked out, because you're just so sleep deprived. Like nobody gets any sleep. You can actually fall asleep while walking. Did you guys know this? You can fall asleep while standing up. Easy. Easy, okay? I did not think that you could fall asleep standing up. You can fall asleep standing up because I have done it. I have done it so basically after, um, what was it called? Battle Stations, which is the final, Battle Stations is the final sort of obstacle, uh, revolution or whatever, evolution that you go through before you graduate. It's like the final thing. You got to get through Battle Stations. And it's this thing where you stay up for like 36 hours or something straight, or like 42 hours straight or some shit. It's crazy. Almost 2 days straight. And you're already sleep deprived for like 2 months. So you are at this point, you are so like, you basically don't even function. Like you basically don't even function. And you have to perform all these things, right? While you're literally so sleep deprived, you have to perform all these things in this makeshift like ship. All these disaster scenarios, all these like ship sinking scenarios, war scenarios, fire scenarios. You got to put out fires. You got to do this. You got to do that. You have to do triage, right? So like you have to save a person, and you have to do like you have to diagnose them and do medical stuff and shit like that. And you're basically just a zombie. Like you don't even know what you're doing. It's like a fever dream, bro. Like I don't know how I was even functioning, bro. It must just be something where I swear there's hidden cameras that they hide in this ship, and all the RDCs just like at the end, they all just like they all render all of this in a film, and then they just watch it while they're like drinking and like eating popcorn and shit, and they're just laughing at us because to see what we were doing, I'm sure it was hilarious. I would have loved to see like an actual live replay of Battle Stations, because that shit would have been hilarious. All of us we were zombies, bro. Zombies. And like all the mistakes that we made, I'm sure it was ridiculous, um but after this, they do like a capping ceremony where like you get like you get a cap that says like you're no longer a recruit, you're now like a sailor or whatever. And you do it right outside of the ship, and everybody lines up, and we're all waiting and shit. We're all waiting for some dude to get there, some officer that has to make his speech, some old ass officer that has to make his speech. And we're all just like, you know, we're just barely alive. And you're standing there, and all of us are just like falling into each other. We're just like falling into each other. Heads rest on like hit shoulders, and then you like, dude, all of us are just like falling into each other. We're just trying to stand at attention. We're all just falling into each other. So you can fall asleep while standing up. The craziest thing though is that when we were walking back to our compartment after this was over, I was falling asleep while walking. I was falling asleep while walking, bro. I was walking, and dudes are literally like double stepping, like ghost stepping, like, you know what I mean? Like they're falling into each other. Like we can't even stay awake while we're walking. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's if you are thinking about joining the military, just know that you will be so sleep deprived. Just know that going into it. Just get ready for that. Because that's honestly really the only hard part about basic training, about boot camp, is just the fact that you're always so fucking tired. Everything else about it is pretty easy. But man, I look at the chat and it's just like all y'all are talking about like real estate. Talk about real estate. We're talking about zombies. We're talking about nukes. Damn, you guys already even like know each other and shit. Like you're like talking about like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? What if you naturally only sleep 5 hours? Then you're probably good. You're probably good. You're probably chilling. Probably no big deal. Probably no big deal for you. Honestly, you'd probably be cut out for it. You know? Oh yeah. Oh damn, my hair kind of looks like I'm a fucking fairy. Kind of looks like I'm a faggot. What are we talking about here? The Antichrist? You're just happy your time in the Corps is over. You don't miss it. Yeah. Can't draft you either, yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't miss it either. I do not miss it. I'm with you right there. Shit's ass. What do we think? Who's winning this war, huh? Trump seems to think that he's winning. But then he's also calling for aid from the UN. And they were like, nah. They were like, nah, nigga. And then he's like, all right, well, we don't even need your help, actually. So, oh, okay. Weird, because you like asked for it. Bring back the Ewok. I can do that. Actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like the Ewok. He makes me feel like, makes me feel good. Makes me feel good, dude. Makes me feel good. Ewok, Star Wars. Can't tell me that looking at this guy, things just don't immediately get better, you know? Things immediately get better. Things just immediately get better. It's all gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, guys. This is what's waiting for us in the in the mountains of Iran. Dudes in outfits like this. They're just using bazookas. Just kidding. No, no chess today. No chess today. No chess today. Nobody wins in war. Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There was a dude last night who was basically making the case that we commit wars, like we go to wars so that enough men die that the remaining men can finally get some puss. Because if, you know, it might just all be so men can get puss. You know, because you have too many excess males. What do you do with them? What do you do with them? They get wild. They get crazy. They tear. They can revolt. So what do? You send them off to war and just control, delete them. Then you don't have all these lonely men. You know. Then they're gone. Because there's 3 single men for every single woman. So that ratio is just fucked. So you need to do something. Going to war because no puss is crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. But what if it's true though? What if it's true? You guys ever watch The Princess Bride? What do we think of The Princess Bride? Hilarious movie. Hate that movie. Ella, you hate that movie? Why? What? Dude, Ella, the more that I get to know you, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about you. You hate that movie. Why would you hate The Princess Bride? Shit is hilarious. Yeah, Socrates says no one hates The Princess Bride. Stop being silly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mythseeker says, what kind of psycho hates that movie? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Those aren't mountains, those are waves. Hell yeah, Interstellar. Don't start with the rom-coms, please have mercy. Oh, man. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Aura. That is Aura. Marshall, you should do a review on books like 1984, dude. Yeah, I would love to, but the thing is, I have to actually read them. That's kind of where I'm getting hung up on. I can't really. I would love to read 1984, bro, but, you know, between me wanting to read 1984 and actually having completed 1984 and actually read it, huge distance between those two things, man. And I just can't seem to bridge that gap. You're seeing Project Hail Mary today? What's today? Today's Wednesday, though. Is it even out yet? I do want to go see it. I do want to go see it. Would you date astrology girls? Sure. sure I did astrology girls. They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun, you know. They're kind of your you need kind of an astrology girl, you know? Cuz if you're like super rational and you know that it's all bullshit, you need a chick who's just kind of she's just into some wild crazy shit. Like she's into crystals and astrology and she's just it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Can be a red flag though. Can be a red flag. High body count. What am I looking for? Why did I pick up my phone? Why did I pick up my phone? Oh yeah. Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary. Tomorrow. Yeah, it looks like there's only showings tomorrow. I might go see it after work, maybe. Maybe I'll just go see it after work. Just say fuck it, you know. By the way, my date, my projected date, she hasn't texted back. It's looking good, boys. It's looking good. Hopefully it's just she's gone. Hopefully she's gone. Marshall, have you seen Blade Runner 2049? If so, what did you think? I thought it was really good. I like that movie. I like that movie. I like Ryan Gosling's acting. You know, he just has that sort of he plays the character of like unhinged, lonely, broken, you know, quiet male, sad, you know, sad but stoic, broken, lonely, unhinged, crazy underneath the like he plays that character just spot on, like just so well. Like he's so good with those characters. Like his character in Drive, like so good. If you watch the movie Drive, his character is basically the same as his character in um Blade Runner. But honestly, his character in Drive is more quiet. Like he's kind of crazy in Drive, which is awesome. Love that movie. Yeah. Yeah, kind of all of us in 2026. Yeah, he just kind of he channels the collective uh collective feeling of most men, the collective lived experience in internal world of most men. He channels that very well. I think that's why so many millennials, so many Gen Zers like Ryan Gosling. I mean, Blade Runner's coming, you know. The thing about Blade Runner is like I feel like that world is approaching very, very quickly. It's getting closer and closer. Um, you know, girlfriends in a USB that we can kind of boot up as a hologram, you know, tapped into AI. They remember everything, like they're a completely full functional, you know, sort of being. I think that's coming. And then eventually they'll put them into basically robots that are indistinguishable from human beings. And that's going to be wild. That's going to be wild. And then we'll get to the point where at what point do we think that these robots starting to show that they possibly are not just, you know, the sum of their parts. They're not just a machine. Perhaps they are more. Have they, you know? It's going to be an interesting future. I don't know if we'll quite be around for that point. I mean, we might do this could ramp up pretty quickly. In the next 20 years, I mean, look, what is it now? It's 2026. You go back 20 years, that's 2006. There was no such thing as AI. 2006 there was no such thing as AI. There wasn't even the iPhone. The iPhone didn't exist in 2006. Or if it did, it was like just the first. It was literally like the first one. But I'm pretty sure the iPhone didn't exist in 2006. Social media didn't exist in 2006 except for MySpace. Facebook was really just starting. Um, AI didn't exist. Robots weren't a thing. Computers were still huge. The internet was kind of, you know, kind of still just kind of like dial up and shit like that. In 20 years, look at how far we've come. I mean, we got drones, we got robots, we got AI in our phones. Military's using AI. Social media, we got AI deep fakes. Got all this shit in 20 years, right? So that was 20 years. In the next 20, by the time I'm 53, I could see us having AI robots that are indistinguishable from people. So I think this will be in our lifetimes. Honestly, I think we are on the precipice of something like absolutely crazy. Like we are going to witness probably, I would bet my life that in the next like 10, 20 years, all of us are going to be witnesses to one of the craziest transition periods in like all of human history. It's going to be absolutely wild. I mean, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. So either that or we all get blown to hell in World War III, you know, and it ends. It all ends. But we got aliens coming into the mix, man. There's talk of like aliens. We have aliens. We have actual specimens that we're holding in certain facilities. We have alien technology. You know, there's talk of the moon being a spaceship, a space station, that we are being monitored from the moon by aliens. That we are a slave planet, that the human race are actually slaves, part of a intergalactic like economy. And we are being like, I don't know, we're being used for like our resources and our energy, shit like that. There's a lot of crazy shit out there, man. Aliens definitely exist, okay? I absolutely believe that aliens exist, so aliens have a part to play in this, okay? Aliens are definitely monitoring us. I think that the moon is a spaceship. Like I actually do think that. So cuz all the craters are the same depth. All the craters are the same depth. Okay? That's actually wild. So if the moon is a spaceship and we're being monitored and there's like reptilians and shit like that. And there's talk of like, you know, aliens kind of in earnest started to really come about when we came into possession of nuclear weapons, when nuclear weapons were sort of invented. And there's been reports of aliens sightings and then like complete disarmament of nuclear missile silos. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. We've lost some people. People don't like the alien talk, do they? People don't like the alien talk. It's all the religious people. Would you date an alien if she was a baddie? Gonzalo Lira re-upload. Thanks for the $10, man. Would I date an alien if she was a baddie? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely I would. I don't discriminate. You kidding me? We could have the first child potentially that is like the first hybrid. First hybrid of like an alien and a human. Of course. We're literally Adam and Eve, bro, of like an entirely new race of beings. Me and her would be Adam and Eve, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. If she was a baddie, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um, I just, I wouldn't want her to use any of her alien powers on me, Don't use mind control on me. Don't wipe my brain, don't wipe my memory. I'm an equal opportunity gooner. Bring the alien baddies. Yeah, bring the alien baddies. I think we need the alien baddies. I mean, niggas got to get laid around here, okay? We don't care. We don't care if they're aliens. If they're baddies, if they got puss, they got puss and they're baddies. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, there's been some things that people were talking about. I've watched a lot of like, like alien stuff over the past like few months. There was some dude who was talking about like he was super attracted to it was some chick. It was an alien. Like he was reporting, he was like, actually she was an alien. Like she was an alien. She was super attractive though, and he was like almost dead sure she was an alien because she wasn't. There was something about her that wasn't like a human being. Um, because I think when she looked at him, she was like communicating with him telepathically. Like it was solely with her mind. It was not like she wasn't talking to him. It was just like, but he could hear her saying things in his head, and she was like gorgeous, bro. Like she was like gorgeous on 1,000. And he was like, I'm pretty sure it was like it was an alien. It was an alien. It was like a she alien, and she was like, he like fell in love with her, bro. So guys, you think that these women on the hub are like something, bro? Just wait until you get to taste that alien puss. You get to taste that intergalactic puss. Get a taste of that reptilian puss. You ain't never gonna go back. you know. We talking alien from Mars or aliens from across the border? No, we're talking alien. Neither. We're talking not aliens from across the border. Definitely not. We're not talking aliens from Mars. These are aliens that have been here like prehistory, bro. These are aliens that are from the past, from the future. They're probably us, dude. Sometimes I think, what if aliens are just us from the future? You know, it's kind of wild to think about, but it's kind of some interstellar type shit. You know, how like Interstellar was the being that ended up saving him, like putting that sort of tesseract that he could he could go through time in like a physical dimension, like time was a physical dimension, right? Because that tesseract, that like 5D or whatever shit, 4D shit that it was, a reality, and he could move through time like it was a physical place. And that's how he ended up transmitting that Morse code information to Murph, who ended up using that information to save the human race. And it, because at one point, the computer was like, I don't understand, like who did this, and like Matthew McConaughey was like, it's us, like this is us, like we did this, um, it's us from the future, and it maybe aliens or something like that, where there's something from the future, does this make sense? Something from the future, and we just got to complete the loop. Just got to complete the loop here. Um, dude, living in the Dune universe would be sick. I would love to live in a Dune universe. Did you see? Never explain yourself to women. That's your handle. That's your name. This dude's name is never explain yourself to women. Sends the €2. Appreciate it. He says scene origin F1 question mark. A head form playlist on my channel. No, I have not. It's about aliens. Alien 3. Yeah, I should rewatch these Aliens movies, bro. Can't wait until until I'm not working this job anymore. That way I can just I can just read and just like watch movies and shit. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm actually really excited to stop working. Pretty sure Marshall is an alien. I don't know. How would I know? How would I know? I have seen the movie Arrival, yeah. Interstellar soundtrack was marvelous. Yes, it was. I think most Hans Zimmer soundtracks are pretty much the best soundtracks you'll ever hear. Hans Zimmer basically is like unmatched. Like he's just goated. But yeah, the Interstellar soundtrack is incredible. I watched, you know, when I first watched that movie, I'd come out, and when the soundtrack came out, I was like listening to it for like 3 weeks straight. It was crazy. Marshall, you enter the grocery store and two cashiers are there. One is a girl and the other's a guy. To which cashier would you go to pay? Um, Probably the girl. Probably the woman. Why? Why? Will you shave your head for $500? Yeah, absolutely I will. What are you, fucking nuts? Somebody send me $500, I will shave my head. Absolutely. I'll even shave it on stream for you. 100% I will. You don't think I won't? I'd go self-checkout? Nah, I don't think that's an option. It's not an option, Sarah Mahmood. What is this noise? I guess that's the birds. Those are the birds outside. I got some stew cooking. Can you guys see that? Let's see if you guys can see that. Oh wait. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Got some stew cooking. Got about an hour left, so I'm gonna be grubbing. Gonna be grubbing. The stew is potatoes, cannarelli beans or some shit. It's like those white beans. Potatoes, onions, three cloves of garlic, thyme, rosemary, pepper, salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Nothing crazy, but it'll make like 5 or 6 servings. So I'll eat it. I'll eat it over rice for like the week. That's kind of what I do. That's kind of what I do. Am I a good cook? I mean, I can. Yeah, I mean, I can. I've been making stuff for. I think I'm a pretty good cook. Will you watch Doctor Fixotic for $500? Isaiah, thank you for the $2. Um, for $500, will I watch Doctor Fixotic? Yeah, yeah, I will. What are you nuts? What are you nuts? Dude, Sicario, man, Sicario. That's a great movie. It's a great movie. Um, are you a vegan? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Stew maxing is essential in this economy. It really is. It really is. If you guys want to eat good and cheap, you need to buy a slow cooker. You need to buy a what do you call it? Just get a slow cooker. Crock pot. There you go. Have a crock pot. Um, Make stews, man. Just I use ChatGPT. I'll just ask like, what's a good stew? He's given me 3 stews at this point. I've had 3 different stews. They're all like banging. The last one was like a curry. It was like sweet potato curry with like chickpeas and stuff. It was so good. And then the first one was like it was just kind of like a tomato and lentil and carrots and potatoes. It was so good as well. So super cheap ingredients. You can serve it over rice, super filling. You can store it in the freezer. It's super easy. All you have to do is just like chop up all this stuff, throw it in the crock pot, and it cooks everything for you. Just put on slow, and in 8 hours you have food that you can have for like the whole week. And it's literally just like a no-brainer. It's literally just a no-brainer. You got to do it. I know there's a lot of you that are super super wealthy, super well off. No, that was my grandfather. That was my grandfather in that picture that I'm hugging. Uh, he recently passed away. That was the last that was the last time I ever saw him. Got a hug though. It was good. How do you get iron in your diet? Like cereal and stuff, I guess. Spinach. I'm gonna throw spinach in this one. So I throw spinach in it when it's done. Just like a cup of spinach. You just throw it in it, mix it in. Rip Grandpa Brockway. Appreciate it, dog. Thank you. Thank you, Elon Husk. I appreciate it. I, Manosphere Vinyl says I'd rather be a cannibal than a vegan. Jesus. Rip to Grandpa Brockway the goat. Thank you. Marshall, don't watch it. You are not that type who would enjoy just talk. Yeah. Dude, honestly, I don't know if I'll watch things. I think I'm just one of these guys who I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is really me for the live stream stuff. I don't think I can really watch things. I don't think I'm that type of live streamer. Um, it just doesn't really vibe with me. I can't force myself to do it. It just gives me a headache. Just don't really enjoy it. Any of y'all go bowling? The dude abides. Dude, honestly, we should all just like bowl. It's kind of nice. Go there, put on some tunes, maybe order a white Russian. Just order a white Russian or two, put on some tunes in your ears, and just bowl alone. Just bowl alone, bro. Just order up yourself a white Russian and we just bowl. Just put on your favorite music and just go, man. Just bowl a few frames or a few games or whatever. Just chill the fuck out till the end of the world. Till it all ends, baby. Isaiah, I'm not gonna watch anything. Not today anyway, I'm not feeling it. But happy birthday though. If it is your birthday. Real Ficorius almost lit himself on fire while lighting his cigarette. Jesus Christ, bro. How did that happen? First time? First time. How long you been smoking cigarettes, my man? Alan, what's wrong with you, man? You hate bowling? Who hates bowling? Bowling's great. Snooker? What is snooker? I don't even know what snooker is. Oh, is that like I thought that was like backgammon or something. You play Slay the Spire 2 yet? Nunchi Cake. Thanks for the $5, man. No, I haven't. I don't really play video games at all. Ron Johnster throws darts at the wall alone. Snooker is billiards. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, pool. Pool, you mean? Snooker? You mean pool? Yeah, pool, you mean? Here in the United States of America, we call it pool. Pool. Give me that old Q. Give me that. It is America. What traits do you look for in a girl? So far, I got astrology Latina who likes bowling. I don't look for any sort of traits. I'm not really looking for any sort of traits. Um, she just has to, I mean, you know, I don't know. Just whatever feels right, I guess. Just whatever feels right. She can be whatever. She can literally be whatever. It's more about just how it feels. It's all about energy, you know. Guys that get no puss need to start the off-grid compound already. Yeah, go start it. Go start it. What do we think of this guy's aura, huh? Feeling it. Feeling it. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. What else do I talk about? I might have to end it here. Nothing else comes to my mind. I have to end it shortly. Shortly. Um, yeah, she still hasn't texted back. This is looking good. Hopefully I get bailed out here. Hopefully I get bailed out. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this thing. Hopefully she does not text me and I can get bailed out. Never explain yourself to women sends the €5. Appreciate it. Most probably a head form origin F1 is better than the date. And you still don't know it. Emotion, stinging, and aura. Got some on my channel playlist. All right. All right. I'll take a look. You had planned a date. I just arrived. She'll respond in the next 48 hours, dude. No problem. Do you do karaoke? I don't. I should, though. I should, though. Sing to us? Now you guys want me to sing? What do you guys want me to say? Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. Well, now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on. And nothing really matters. You know, I should probably do karaoke, huh? I kind of would like that. I'll probably take 80 body count to go do karaoke if we get through coffee on Sunday. If we make it to that point. If we make it to that point. Freddie Brockway, there we go. What song would I sing? So I would actually sing I know I have these karaoke songs that I would actually sing. So I would sing here, let me, because I actually have a playlist that is just for like singing. So here are the songs in my singing playlist. You ready? This one's actually pretty difficult. I don't know if I would sing this one because this guy who sings this is an absolute monster. He's got an incredible voice, but so the first one is Why, like WHY question mark. That's by Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend, who's also a for all the metalheads, they'll probably know who Devin Townsend is. But I have Vienna by Billy Joel. That's probably like a top candidate of a song that I would actually sing for karaoke, Vienna by Billy Joel, because it's just so easy to kind of sing, and I feel like most people can do that. Also, If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley. The Downeaster Alexa by Billy Joel. To Where You Are by Josh Groban. Piano Man by Billy Joel. Pretty Slowly by Benson Boone. But that one's kind of tough because Benson Boone can kind of really get up there. But apparently those are the only ones that I have. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of good singing songs out there. Yeah. Is Billy Joel still alive? Yeah, Billy Joel's still alive. Who do you like more, Billy Joel or Tool? Tool, absolutely. Dude, Tool is like possibly my favorite band of all time. I think they basically are. Like Tool really does it for me. I don't really see how things get better than Tool, but yeah, Vienna. How does Vienna go again? It's like I don't want to. You think that'll get me copyright bans? Oh yeah. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? Where's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You've got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey. But you know that when the truth is told that you can get what you want or you can just get old, you're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? So actually that's sung in an octave higher. I can do it in an octave higher, but the thing is I need the background track. I need the actual track to like hit the, because I can't just hit the key. I'm in the wrong key. Can't hit the notes if I need the background track to understand what key I'm in. So Bella Ambience sends the $10. It's like an A, but Emperor Brockway, leader of the dark side of the pill, great leader of the overpilled, salute. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. This is the dark side. Doesn't get any darker than this, baby. But yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think that's it for tonight. Good hanging out with you guys. And I might do one tomorrow, I don't know. But I work tomorrow. I work for the next 3 days, so I don't know. But there will be, if this date ends up going through, then I'm gonna, like I think I've said before, but if the date ends up actually going through, I will of course do a live stream and tell you guys all about it, and we can laugh about it. But yeah, have a good night. Take care, guys.